I went through and did win-loss on every single game last night, Joe. I printed out the schedule
Oh
matrix.
no, you did.
Oh yeah. I stayed up and stayed up irresponsibly late watching the Mavericks Thunder game and going win-loss on every single game of the schedule, and I ended up coming out to a 10-7 record for the Falcons. And a lot of it, I think, has to do, despite the changes, with the softness of the schedule. And at one point, I think I had them closer to 11-6. Right? There's a couple spots where it could go that high. Not just the softness of the division, but the schedule overall. I mean, you even look at some of their tough
Did you
spots.
do this with every team?
Yeah.
Wait. You
I have
went
a
through
problem.
every NFL team and did
Joe,
the win-loss thing?
there's the schedule matrix, right? Can you guys
You
see
did
that?
this for
Every single team.
Wait, you picked 272 games last night.
Yeah, I mean, it's not in-depth analysis on every single game. I wasn't up all night. Come on, man. Schedule release night.
Everybody does it with their team. And it's fun, and I don't hate it. Some people, crap on it, whatever. It's fine.
Well,
yes,
I'll be honest.
We don't know the starting quarterbacks. We don't know the injury report. I get all that. But this is part of the fun of the schedule release. But I don't know anybody that does it for every game, all 272 of them. I laughed so hard when I saw the Steelers schedule. This, going on record, what's the date? What are we? What month is it?
May 16th, 2024.
May 16th, 2024. Joe Ostrowski is making the statement to one Chris Mack on the BetQL network. It's finally going to happen. Mike Tomlin is going to have a losing record this season. Ooh. It's going to happen this year. It's happening.
Well, yeah, because they gave him all 6 divisional games, plus a trip to Philly, and a Christmas Day game on 72 hours rest against the reigning Super Bowl champs in the final 8 weeks. You're right, and we're not the only ones talking about it. People are talking about it everywhere. It is the most difficult schedule in the league. We both like Walter football, Walter Sharp, the job they do there. According to win totals, that's how they rank schedule difficulty, strength of schedule. It is the most difficult schedule in the league. And then you backload it. The way they do. I mean, sure, there are a lot of soft spots in the first 8 to 9 weeks, like Denver and Indy and Dallas at home and Vegas and the Jets at home, the Giants. Oh, trip to Washington off of a bye. Okay, lots of nice soft spots there. But starting in week 11, it is murderer's row. Who else would like to finish the season with Baltimore, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Philly, Baltimore, Kansas City, Cincy? No one. They should consider themselves lucky to go like 2-6 in that stretch is realistic. 3-5 would be a success, a pretty wild success to go 3-5 in those final 8 games, which means they got to start the season 7-2 if they want to have a realistic shot at a wild card berth. You're right, it is brutal. This is the year where, and I've already thrown it out there this morning, and I'm already taking flack from my fellow Yinzers on social media. You cannot blame the league for the schedule right now, Steelers fans. You can't blame the league for the schedule right now and then blame Mike Tomlin in January. You can't. Pick one avenue or the other. Right now, I'm going to blame the league for the schedule right now in the final 8 weeks, or I'm going to reserve judgment and hold but I'm tired of hearing about winning seasons, winning the playoffs in January. One or the other, Steeler fans.
Oh,
you look. I told you not to
God awful. What is this? Is that what's the other league playing, the UFL right now? That's what
yeah.
I assume that's what it looks like. What are they going for? That is dumb.
You are the person who's told to wear the special glasses for the eclipse and takes them off and looks right at the sun anyway, Joe Ostrowski. What are you doing? I told you not to look.
What's the worst part is the jersey, right? The helmet's not great, but it's just a copy. It's a copy of the Michigan Wolverines with different colors, right?
Yeah.
That's how the helmet looks. This is pathetic. It looks like 1930 just showed up. Terrible. It's a throwback.
It's right up
Century.
there with the old Steelers Bumblebee jerseys. You remember those? They had the black and gold stripe.
Yes.
Oh, the worst thing ever. And then the Eagles did like some sort of throwback that was like just as bad with like a navy blue and a yellow or something. Like, this is what happens when you don't let people say no to you. Like, there's no one in the building who just be like, no.
I think
because even if they had that person in the building, I mean, probably. I mean, who comes up with Century Red? Yes, let us pat ourselves on the back about being around for a century or whatever. Who cares? Shut up.
Dallas Cowboys. They start out that game on the road at Cleveland, the Tom Brady debut on Fox, right? Then they get the Saints at home for their home opener. They get the Ravens after that, okay. But then the Giants. Steelers on the road. All right, make of that what you will. Prime time. Lions, but at home. Okay, we're moving along here. There's at least 3 wins there, right? If not 4, right? They're at least 3-3, if not 4-2, before this happens. Let's rattle off this stretch.
Okay.
Niners on the road, Falcons on the road, Eagles at home, Texans at home. A little bit of a reprieve, right? The Commanders and the Giants. Then the Bengals come to town. That stretch from week 6 when they host the Lions until week 14 when they host the Bengals, and I understand these three of these games are at home, 4 of them actually at home, but that is not an easy stretch for the Dallas Cowboys. That they could lose, of those 8 games, I wouldn't be surprised to see them lose at least 5 of them, maybe 6.
Lions, they're a half-point favorite, so let's call it a pick 'em. Don't see a line right now for that Niners game. 1-point favorite on the road at the Falcons. 1.5-point favorite against the Eagles. Coin flip. 3-point favorite against the Texans. Give me all of Houston plus 3 in that.
Yes.
All of it.
That game, I love that game. Like, if we're talking about individual matchups that as we were kind of coasting through talking about, that's one that I missed. When we talked power rankings yesterday, power ranking our favorite matchups, I should have had that one on my list. Texans,
that one almost made my list. Yeah.
Visiting Cowboys should have been on my list, definitely, because, that's a huge spot. In that region, too, in that part of the world where the Cowboys suck up all the oxygen. I mean, there are people in Houston who are Cowboys fans and refuse to let go because they're the Cowboys, damn it. And it's like, dude, you have CJ Stroud in your backyard now. It's okay. You didn't jump on the bandwagon when it was Watt or Watson or when the team was good. No, now's your chance. Jump on board. Leave the Cowboys in the dust. And instead, they hang on for dear life to the Cowboys. And that's going to be a big punch in the mouth moment. Little brother's going to walk in to the Jerry Dome. And I love the Texans in that spot against the Cowboys. And that is just part of that stretch for the Cowboys.
I don't care the opponent. You can't lay more than a field goal with a rookie quarterback in his NFL debut. Can't do it.
Right.
You just can't. The betting market, very high on the Bears. Probably not a big surprise. The win total still 8.5 at a juice to 8.5. Last I checked, the Bears are favorites in 10 games.
Wow.
Whoa, that just feels like a lot. I know they're better. The offense should be exciting. They still have a strong defense. The head coach is still a big question mark. And any rookie quarterback, still a question mark. I know you want him to be CJ Stroud. Doesn't mean he's going to be CJ Stroud.
And you talk about schedules getting backloaded with divisional games late. The Bears have the same thing. They do. It starts with Green Bay in week 11. And Minnesota is what they are, and they might be starting J.J. McCarthy by week 12. They probably, I shouldn't say could be, they probably will be. You got a trip to Detroit for Thanksgiving. That's a short week there. San Francisco the week after that. You've still got Seattle in the back third of the schedule, as well as all of your other divisional games. They've got, that's a low-key tough spot as well. We talk about tough spots, but in the final 7 weeks, is it 7 weeks for Chicago? They get backloaded all of their division games, 8 weeks, and a trip to San Francisco, and they host Seattle. That's not very helpful for a rookie quarterback if he hasn't hit his stride by that point.